All right, guys, here is the deck. Sorry real fast about the deck not showing up officially. I had played those clips on my mobile version account, and this is screen grabbing from my PC account, so bear with me. The main focus of the deck to get Necro Valley on the field. This thing is going to destroy most meta decks these days. So as soon as you can get this out, the better. And as you can see here, we have 10 targets to get this out. You have Commandant, Necro Valley Throne, you have one copy of Terraforming, and then the 3 copies of Necro itself. It gives you a 78% chance to open with it. It goes up to 89 if you open with an Allure, and 92 if you open with a Pot of Duality. Obviously, if you have more than one draw support on your opening hand, it's going to be even higher. But what this basically tells me is that every game, I got a 4 out of 5 shot of opening with this, 9 out of 10 if I get any kind of draw support. The second thing you hope to open with is this card, Royal Tribute. If you control Necro Valley, both players discard any monsters in their hands. This is big if you open one, it's almost a guaranteed win, as you saw in some of those clips. It completely destroys most decks in this format, and the few that it doesn't, having Necro Valley on the field by itself is enough to deal with them, your Eldritches and whatnot. The Royal Tribute, you're looking at a 34% chance to open with it, 45 if you have an Allure, 50 if you have Duality. You can get all that information from a Yu-Gi-Oh! Probability calculator that you can get online. But essentially what we're showing here is that, 1 out of 3 duels, I'm always going to have this combo. And everything else, that's a cherry on top, but it's not the main combo of the deck. So 1 out of 3, you're going to get that. Outside of that, what you're looking to do is summon Supernaturalist. Easy to do first turn. Any 2 Gravekeeper monsters, you're going to get attack equal to their combined level times 100. Plus when Necro Valley's on the field, he's going to get an extra 500. So normally it's going to be 7 to 8 stars getting him out in the field, making him 27 to 2800. Plus your 5, you're looking at a 32 to 3300 beat stick. That cannot be destroyed by card effects as long as Necro Valley's on the field. And every turn, you can basically get any Gravekeeper monster or Necro Valley from your deck to your hand. You activate the effect, attack, go about your day, and in your end phase, you can search and pull back from your hand. I would recommend searching out this guy right here, Gravekeeper's Headman, so that next turn, you can summon him, target the level 4 Gravekeeper head monster in your graveyard, which is your Spiritualist that lets you fusion summon as long as Necro Valley's on the field without using polymerization to bring out another one. And you can just sit there and bring out 3 over and over and over, back to back to back turns, 3k sticks while your opponent sits there and can't do a thing about it. So once you have your board set, once you have Necro Valley, once you have Gravekeeper Supernaturalist, and hopefully if you've already Royal Tributed, if not, not a big deal, you're going to want to set a trap or 2, and your turn, win the game. So Solemn Judgment, obviously, stop anything that they do. You can run Solemn Warning. It's a 50-50 on this. Some people use Solemn Strike. Either or, it's just a preference thing at this point. I wouldn't run 3, I would only run 2, because as you start to use Solemn Judgments, 2 Solemn Judgments, and these are already dead cards. So I had 3 originally, dropped it down to 2. As long as you get 1 off before, you're usually never going to get both off, but this gives you room to use 3 of these 5 in one duel if you need to. Again, Solemn Strike's only a 1500 cost, so you can use those in as well. And I run a couple copies of Infinite Impermanence just in case you go second and things start to get a little out of hand. As you saw against that Deep Sea Diva, you can just kind of stop their combos immediately and then go into yours. The only difference you're going to see here between the deck that was used in those videos and what I changed recently is the addition of Apprentice Magician. Excuse me, Apprentice Illusion Magician. I took out Recruiter. Recruiter was just going way too slow, and I decided that Apprentice, given that extra 2000 attack buff, basically he is an honest for your dark monsters, for your dark spellcaster monsters, and he'll give them 2000 attack damage in the damage step, and you can discard a card to special summon. So if you have dead copies of Necro Valley in your hand, you can dump them to bring out an extra 2k stick to push for game, or if you just want to protect your Supernaturalist. If he's at 33 and they summon something that's 4k or bigger, being able to bump him up to 53 is a big deal. So outside of that, you just have your Raigeki, your Duster, simple hard clear removal just to help pave the way for an easy win. And then 2 copies of Gravekeeper's Descendant, just blow up one of your Gravekeepers to blow up one of their cards. Easy thing to combo with Headman. Headman brings him back from the graveyard, then you blow up Headman, you're left with a 2k stick on the field. Not a bad thing, just dependent on what they have. And then Gravekeeper's Heretic. Can't be affected by any card effects as long as Necro Valley's in the field. Now that means he's only going to be an 1800 stick, but depending on what they have, that might be what you need at the time. Only one running one copy. Because as we said, Necro Valley Throne can add any one Gravekeeper monster to your hand, but it also works as a double summon type effect so that you can use it to bring out, say, like Headman into Spiritualist, but then double summon out Descendant to blow up the Headman, then use Spiritualist to get yourself into Supernaturalist. So it's an additional effect. It's not something you're going to use super often, but it is possible. That's basically the deck and the combos. Let me know what other Fringe decks you guys want to see made competitive. I'm trying to get anything and everything to be able to carry anyone up through Platinum and beyond. So make sure you like and subscribe for the videos so I can get more of these out to you guys, and I will see you later.